There's a print-on-demand supplier out of China called ThisNew, and they produce some really unique products like all-over printed t-shirts and canvas shoes. Now they also make absolutely massive flags, and they're called garden flags. And in this video, I'm going to do a quick walkthrough on how to design this sort of flag and also show you what it actually looks like, as I got one shipped right to my house. Okay, so if you've never heard of ThisNew before, they are a print-on-demand supplier based out of China. They're really famous for their all-over prints. That's their specialty niche. And they've also got an integration, as you can see here, with Shopify, WooCommerce, and Etsy. So I'm going to go in here and just type in all categories. I'm just going to type the word flag, and we'll see what pops up here. We've got a few different options, and as I scroll on down, I'm looking for this one here with the little reindeer on it. It says custom 2 sides, different garden flag, $8.99. When I click on that, you'll see there's different sizes here. The 12 by 18 is $8.99 US. I'm actually going to go for this monster flag, 35 inches by 59 inches. That's pretty huge. So I'm just going to simply click this design button here at the bottom, and I can start designing my flag. Okay, so the palette here is pretty empty. We can see we've got a little design down at the bottom here, little mock-ups, and we've got a mock-up here on the right-hand side as well that we can scroll through. So I'm just going to simply now click this design button here, and I'm going to upload an image, and I'm going to stick it right on this palette. One thing that I like when you're designing on the ThisNew's website is it gives you the actual pixel size that's necessary. So here it's 5374 times 8859, and that's kind of nice because then if you're working in Photoshop or Affinity Photo, you know the exact dimensions to make sure that this looks really good. So here we can see I made a flag just in Photoshop. I just downloaded a public domain picture of the Canadian flag, and I can see here it says print quality good, and then I can also move this around. I can make this smaller, I can pivot it, I can make it, you can even pivot it. You can do all sorts of crazy things with it. I can move it around as needed. I can also just fit it right inside this. There's a little button here. It says fit. You can tile it if you wanted. That's kind of a neat option as well. If you were doing, say, a design that you wanted to make it like a pattern, that's pretty neat, right? And if you're not happy with the way that looks, you can just simply click the little trash button here, and that'll remove it. And then you can just select a new image, and you can upload that. Okay, so we can see here that the flag is now loaded up. It's on the bottom right-hand side is the little thumbnail. As I scroll through, you'll see, whoops, the back is actually empty. There's a second palette here. So I can now load in the same image. Okay, so we can see now the second palette is now filled with the Canadian flag. The first palette is filled with the Canadian flag. I want to show you something though. This is a mistake that's common when you're uploading something to print on demand. You'll notice that the flag is sitting so that it's pointing the upside to the flag. The top of the flag is on the left. And then when I flip it, the top side should be on the right. But when I flip it, you'll notice it's not. So this is really important. I actually got it printed this way on purpose to show you that when you get a mock-up like this, it'll actually be reversed. The flag is not correct. So I just wanted to show you that in real life. I love these mock-ups though. These are really easy to see what works. And when you click on the plus button, it'll actually load in a nice high quality mock-up. So let's take a look actually at the real flag. It actually got shipped to my house, and I'll show you exactly what I mean about the misstep that's pretty common where people don't flip this over, and as a result, the flag looks a bit wonky. So you can really notice the misstep here on the flag, because if I were to hold it up and make it translucent as if it was outside and the sun was shining on it, you would see that the flags don't actually line up. The actual maple leaf is opposite, and that's not what we want. As you can see, the flag is absolutely massive. I designed the 35 by 59 inch flag, which is about 5 feet in length. So the weight of the flag is nice too. It's not super light. It's actually quite robust, and it could wave outside without becoming tattered in the rain or the snow. The only downside that I can see is that the printing itself is not as crisp as I would have liked. I used a very high resolution image of the Canadian flag, like 300 dots per inch and a huge size. So it looks like there's a limitation on the sharpness of the printing itself at ThisNew. So it's not noticeable when the flag is hanging. But if you go up close to the flag, you can see there's a bit of bleed between the red and the white. Overall though, especially for the price, it's a pretty decent option for a big cloth flag, and you could also use this if you wanted an alternative method to print posters or prints to hang in a rec room. I hope you found this video helpful. If you're interested in ThisNew, there's a link in the video description. Feel free to click on that and check out ThisNew in more detail. I do want to point out it is an affiliate link. If you click on it and you wind up buying something, I would receive a small commission. So I hope you found this video helpful. There's lots of really cool items on ThisNew, and their price points are pretty neat too. And if you like product reviews, check out this video. Thanks a lot for watching.